Tony, why'd you fire me? Because you're soft as can be. Just in case you don't follow wrestling news media like I do religiously every day, Mark! Then you might be wondering just when in the blue hell did this all happen? So formerly Jungle Boy, now Jack Perry, and CM Punk got into a little tussle backstage at All In. Punk approached Jack Perry and then said,
"I'm gonna kick your ass."
Because Perry said,
"Real glass!
Crushing the
Go
abdomen.
cry me a river!"
during the 0-hour pre-show in his match with Hook. Basically, Perry wanted to give Punk a receipt for shooting down one of his ideas a couple of months ago on Collision. Punk allegedly pushed him, sucker punched him in the face, and then put the kid in a guillotine choke. They ended up knocking down some monitors, and then Joe was pissed because this was right before his match, so his biggest match of his entire career was in jeopardy. Punk threatened to quit, cussed out Tony Khan, and had to be convinced by Samoa Joe to actually go through their match, which was the opener of the pay-per-view. For both of their troubles, both Jack Perry and Phil Brooks got suspended. But then an investigation was launched. Turns out there was video footage and a lot of witnesses. And Punk just didn't cuss out Tony, he lunged at him and had to be held off. Now Phil, did you really think that you were just gonna lunge at the boss and keep your job? Do you even care anymore? Why did you even come back after Brawl Out last year? And before we continue, let's just go ahead and get a couple of things straight, because I know Punk is just sticking up for himself, and AEW is the most wonderful wrestling company in the world. It can do no wrong. It's perfect. How dare you criticize? Camps are going to be coming down my throat in the comment sections, or just giving themselves in a tizzy over all this. But let's also not pretend like Punk is some innocent angel who is just, all these bad things just keep falling into his lap like he has no autonomy and he's like a babe in the woods. He's in his fucking 40s. He's a grown-ass man. He's older than these guys. He should know better. You can't say you want to be a locker room leader but just keep picking fights like every other month, or getting people banned from shows because you don't like them. And I know that these are tough wrestlers and, boys will be boys and all that stuff. People get in disagreements. It wasn't going to be all friends wrestling forever. I ain't saying that he has to like everybody or that everybody has to like him. But why do all of your disagreements nearly end with sabotaging the company? And let me just reiterate this one more time. This happened before the biggest show in the entire history of this company. AEW is only 4 years in, which means the highs are highs and the lows are lows, and everybody is preying on it. It doesn't have the stakes or the benefit of being around for like 50, 60 years as WWE does. Every success and every mistake is documented, and it is going to go a long way towards shaping the future of this company. So Tony Khan already separated you from the elite and gave you your own show, and then gave you the power to make creative decisions here. And it's with people you like, or at least people you can work and get along with. What's the problem? You're married to AJ Lee. You're having a great acting career. You salvage your public image after all the things that went on with the UFC. You're making millions of dollars. You can't let bygones be bygones at least every other month, especially on a show of that magnitude. You think Vince or Triple H would have let you do that on WrestleMania?
No.
But we got to applaud Tony Khan, because who knew he had a little bit of that dog in him to actually stand up to his favorite wrestler, CM Punk. Congratulations, Tony, for finally being a leader and finally being a CEO and taking control of your company. After all that has happened over the past year, what happened at All Out 2022 and all these little backstage goings on, Tony, after this time, finally said,
serious, I'm not gonna sit back and take this fucking shit.
Phil is actually facing consequences. He's not above the law anymore. And Punk has no one to blame but himself. For all the grief that we've given Tony Khan about letting the inmates run the asylum and letting his wrestlers walk all over him and having no control over his roster, we can finally say that he made the right decision. I'm just gonna let you guys know that I had this huge rant planning on chewing Tony Khan out for letting all this stuff happen again, and how in the world could he let CM Punk do this, and things not go unpunished, like how are they gonna be able to recoup from that? And before I could even finish editing the video, the news dropped that he fired CM Punk. But even though I'm giving you your props in this version of the video, let this be a lesson to you, Tony Khan. I know you're not listening, but I'm gonna say it anyways. To stop letting your personal feelings and fandom get in the way of your business. After the wrestling world experienced such tremendous loss last week with the passings of Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt, we needed that relief and that positive jolt that was supposed to be AEW All In. We should be celebrating AEW for putting 80,000 fans into Wembley Stadium and looking forward to his future and for the future of the entire wrestling business. But no, one Bill Phil got upset again and didn't get his way, so we had to show the little whippersnappers who's really boss around here, and decided to put himself over the company that he claimed he cared so much about. No wonder why Cornette loves you so much. Y'all are just alike. Y'all leave every wrestling company in some major controversy with burned bridges. From champ to chump, the self-destruction of CM Punk streaming on Max spring 2024. Or maybe they can collab with WWE to do a joint project to put together on Peacock. And to think, you were one of the main reasons that I was still tuning into AEW, but I can't in good conscience condone your actions. Honestly, I think the split is for the best, and I think AEW will be much better without you. I hope that you find peace, that you're able to calm down, and you stop letting these people get to you like this. Guys, this has been Brandon from EK Wrestling. Thank you so much for watching once again. Definitely sound off in the comments whether or not you think I'm an idiot for even criticizing the beloved Second City Saint God to Pro Wrestling CM Punk. Or if you agree with me, you just want to rant about how much wasted potential this all is and how jaded you are with the fact of one of your favorite wrestlers has turned out to be such a all-elite wonka, a wussy. Until next time, guys, we love you, and remember that wrestling is hope.